Some technological advancements, like virtual reality, have astounded us. There was a period when no one could have imagined something that would allow us to experience the world while being still. We wonder what the future would have been like if the 20th century had given us virtual reality. Do you have a virtual reality obsession, but cannot utilize it due to motion sickness? We are aware of your suffering. We are glad to tell you that motion sickness in virtual reality can be treated. Hey guys, welcome to our channel Nonstop VR, where we tell you everything about virtual reality. In today's video, we will be discussing ways you can adapt to avoid motion sickness in virtual reality. The idea of technological transcendence from the physical body via immersion in virtual reality is problematic because it is based on a misleading dichotomy of mind versus body. Melanie Chan. What is motion sickness in virtual reality? Let's start with the topic by discussing what motion sickness is in virtual reality. Our brain functions according to our environment. Our brain needs to process the background to help us work accordingly. Confliction is created in our minds when our body is not moving according to our environment. This confliction in our brain causes motion sickness in virtual reality. This basically implies that in virtual reality, if you are stationary and the environment around you is moving, it throws off your brain's homeostasis and makes you feel queasy. After leaving the virtual world, a person may experience tiredness, sweating, headache, nausea, and dizziness. A person may feel sick for up to several hours due to VR. The effect of motion sickness varies with gender and age. Women are more likely to develop it than boys due to hormonal differences. Similarly, adults are more susceptible to experiencing motion sickness in VR than younger users. As we are now well aware of motion sickness in virtual reality, let's now move on to what causes motion sickness in virtual reality. What causes motion sickness in virtual reality? Motion sickness in virtual reality is similar to traditional motion sicknesses, such as car sickness and seasickness. You don't feel sick while walking. Rather, you get sick when something else is causing motion while your body is stationary. Various factors contribute to causing motion sickness in virtual reality. Let's start discussing them one by one. As VR gaming is all about the headphones, the type of headphone plays a major role in causing motion sickness. A VR headphone lets you see up, right, and left with the motion of 360 degrees. You couldn't move about in VR, and the scene wouldn't follow you if you did, so you felt unbalanced and disoriented, and perhaps a bruised leg from walking into your corner table. The next factor contributing to causing motion sickness in VR is the type of controller. Gazing down in VR and not seeing anything you'd anticipate is having hands in the virtual environment. During VR gaming, the virtual scene doesn't move according to the eye's expectation. The struggle to keep the virtual scene on the retina while being in the real world influences motion sickness. Keeping balance is a part of human nature, and a slight change in human nature causes sickness. When a virtual scene moves forward in virtual reality, such as on a roller coaster, the user will unavoidably lean forward in the real world. However, in VR, their body has not pushed forward as it would on a real roller coaster, which is a unique scenario for the body to establish its equilibrium. Thus, postural instability and motion sickness may develop. If you like VR gaming content, please like this video and appreciate our effort. We will stay motivated to bring you more informational content. Ways to avoid motion sickness in virtual reality. It's easy to develop strategies for reducing your chances of getting motion sickness in VR, now that you know some of the contributing elements. 1. Read the instructions carefully. We are very well aware of the laziness that comes at the time of reading instructions, but this time it's concerned with your health. There are proper instructions with the VR headset. Scan them properly before using the VR headset. Following the proper setup and guidelines will familiarize you with all the uses of a VR headset. It is vital to use the gadget correctly right away to help avoid accidents and negative side effects, including nausea and vertigo. The warnings may also specify specific medical issues or prescription drugs that might make you more likely to experience nausea and dizziness when using a VR headset. 2. Sit down. The first time you wear a VR headset, it is advised that you sit down. Since sitting down naturally limits your body's movement, using VR while seated reduces the chance that your real-world motions and what you see in VR would cause you to get disoriented. This can assist your brain in getting used to the game and may lower your chance of experiencing nausea and vertigo. Your postural stability will be improved by sitting, which is crucial. Make sure there is enough ventilation over the whole area. This might help you prevent getting sick or hasten your recovery if the headset makes you feel nauseous or dizzy. The negative effects will only get greater in a hot, muggy climate. 3. Try using the VR headset briefly at first. Let's take an example. Consider yourself using VR. Suddenly, your head starts revolving, and you feel nauseous in no time. You keep feeling ill, even after several hours of removing the VR headset. That's where you decide that you will never use the VR again. Instead of saving yourself, you are depriving yourself of using an amazing invention. You don't need to try crazy tricks for treating motion sickness. You can do this just by using the headset briefly at first. Start by reducing your play sessions to just a few minutes at a time if a game makes you uneasy. There's a significant probability that you'll get over the pain in only a few days if you progressively increase the time you spend playing those games. You'll soon be navigating fictitious worlds like an expert. For many people, overcoming their motion sickness just requires time and effort. 4. Take frequent breaks. Take regular rest during video games to prevent eye and muscular strain. In VR, taking breaks can also lessen nausea and vertigo. Be warned that until you remove the headset, you might not even know how you are impacted. You could set a timer on your phone to help you remember to take off the VR headset and assess your feelings. Even if you feel well, get some exercise, fresh air, and some time before putting it back on and starting to play again. Even if you don't believe you need it, manufacturers advise taking a 10 to 15-minute break after every 30 minutes of virtual reality activity. 5. Lower headset brightness. When engaging in new and intense experiences, there may occasionally be a simple sensory overload. You may lessen the sensory input by adjusting the brightness of your headset, which may make it easier for your balance to adjust. 6. Keep cool. Another unconventional but potentially effective VR motion sickness treatment is to play with a fan blowing in your direction. Although it's unclear why a cold wind on your skin prevents you from throwing up, several forum users who experience motion sickness have stated that it does so. Why not try it if you have a fan on hand and you've had trouble in a VR game? If nothing else, you may at least cease perspiring so much within the headset. This will not only help you cool off, but it will also improve airflow, easing any potential motion sickness symptoms. 7. Wear a wristband. The wristband is an effective solution for avoiding motion sickness in virtual reality. Wristbands stimulate the neocon point in your wrist. Many people have decreased susceptibility to motion sickness as a result. VR users have noted that these wristbands also function in the virtual world. They are available online and at the majority of pharmacies. 8. Prevent VR if you have an ear infection. The ears play a role in the body's perception of equilibrium and balance. As a result, if you already have balance issues related to internal ear issues like an infection, these issues will likely worsen in virtual reality since your body will have to work more to maintain orientation. 9. Take a Dramamine. Dramamine is an antiemetic drug that may be used to treat any motion sickness symptoms, including those brought on by virtual reality. It was developed to cure motion sickness and vomit through regular gaming activities. Additionally, if you're experiencing motion sickness when wearing the VR headset for the first time, you may take a dose 30 minutes before playing to help. If your symptoms are severe or do not go away, call your doctor for advice on what to do next. Avoid playing VR and other video games up to the point where the doctor gives you the all clear. That's all for today, guys. We are hoping to get positive feedback in the comment section. Let us know which trick worked for you to cure your motion sickness in virtual reality. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload informational content about VR. See you with the next video.